Here we are along the Blue Ridge Parkway of North Carolina. And the Blue Ridge Mountains extend all the way from Pennsylvania down to northern Georgia. And they're a fascinating mountain range with a very long geologic history. We start way back in the Precambrian, over 1 billion years ago, with a mountain building event called the Grenville orogeny. And that's when the basement rocks of this area were created, was in this Grenville mountain building event that occurred as an early supercontinent called Rodinia was created. Now that's the basement rocks here. Now after this supercontinent of Rodinia was created, it split apart, creating a new ocean called the Iapetus Ocean, and you would have sandstones and limestones deposited along the coast of this ocean, and that ocean opened and opened, but eventually, think of the supercontinent cycle of continents come together, split apart. Well, eventually that Iapetus Ocean starts closing again. And we have a series of orogenies that occur as the next supercontinent known as Pangaea forms. And so we start with the Caledonian orogeny, and then the Taconic orogeny, and then the Akkadian orogeny, and then about 350 million years ago, we have the culmination of this mountain building event called the Alleghanian orogeny. And that's when Gondwana, or basically Africa, collided with North America, and it built up the mountains that we see today. And these mountains, think about two continents colliding, we get huge mountains forming. They were probably as high, at least, as the Alps are today. So we have these grand, big mountains 300 million years ago, but over those ensuing years, they've eroded down. So now we have these kind of rolling ridges and mountains that you see behind me. Now, they're called the Blue Ridge because if you notice, they have this kind of bluish, hazy color to them. And that comes from some organic compounds given off by the trees that grow in this area. So this long geologic history, and the trees of today give us the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains.